T'Challa stuff. So I want to read the direct quote from Mr. Nate Moore. Okay, here we go. So, if you guys don't know, Nate Moore spoke about the T'Challa recast because there was a big rumor that came around and he kind of cracked down on it. So he said this. Where's it at? Okay. The truth is, there's no truth to those rumors. Never say never to anything. We haven't really had a lot of creative conversations with Ryan Coogler yet because he's finishing his film Sinners, which comes out this year. Moore said, we will get into it later this year, but everything you read online is not true, if for no other reason than we just haven't started working on it yet. And then he also talked about vibranium as well. He said, basically, they asked him, will Wakanda have like anything to say about adamantium? And he said, I'm sure that they will have an opinion about it. I'm sure Wakanda had a opinion on Sam Wilson as Captain America. He said, clearly they seem to support him as they've given him some tech to help him out. But Wakanda isn't in the best graces with the US government, so it is possible for conflict in a lot of ways. He said, I think Wakanda to me gets to play in the same political thriller sandbox as Captain America because it does deal with globalization and global politics. So anything is possible. And then basically they just went on to say that after Black Panther 3, Nate Moore's done. But Nate Moore has been the main producer for Black Panther 1, Black Panther 2, and Captain America: Brave New World.
You know, I hate this so much. And this is the kind of decision that makes me think, well, it came from the same place that decided to make Silver Surfer female in the first appearance of Silver Surfer in the MCU. It came from the place that decided to get away with Kang. You know, like it sounds to me like the place that makes all these decisions that we think, what the hell were you thinking? You know, it's just horrible. Like, you need T'Challa. You need T'Challa. He is one of the most important characters in the Marvel Universe. He's so important to this story. He's so important in Secret Wars. And it's like, it's crazy. And the whole excuse that, like, oh, well, you know, he died. It would be disrespectful to cast him. Well, then why didn't you apply that standard with William Hurt, who played Thunderbolt Ross? You know, it's like, none of it makes sense. The reason they gave us doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. I don't know what else to say. It's stupid. And it's like, I don't understand how anyone can tell me that it does make sense and argue that. Like, there are some things that just sound so stupid that to even argue them, it requires mental gymnastics. Like saying Captain America doesn't represent America. It just sounds silly.
So here's something very interesting that I did in my research of this. Did you know that Ryan Coogler didn't cast him? He's not the one that casted Chadwick. Who casted Chadwick was Joe and Anthony Russo with Kevin Feige to play Black Panther.
That's not so surprising to me.
No, not at all. And this is where I'm at with this Nate Moore guy. I don't think Nate Moore is in those conversations at all. And I think that Nate Moore has always been involved with working on the film itself, but I don't think the recast of T'Challa is Ryan Coogler's decision, and I don't think it's Nate Moore's decision. If the Russos want T'Challa, they will get T'Challa, and that's my thought about it.
I don't think he would have said this if he didn't know what he was talking about, though.
Okay. So yeah, me personally, I don't believe it, bro. I just don't. And there's been a lot of people talking, and I'll believe it when I see it. There's just no way. There's just no way that I don't. I personally don't think that that's happening. But I will say, I think that what Nate Moore said is stupid, and I think it's just dumb to even if I was Nate Moore, even if there was no movement, I would have said something very vague to not even, you know what I mean, to just appease fans, you know. So this is just another turn of bad press from Marvel.
Maybe they'll make it up to us by casting Sophie Rain as Mystique. Who knows? You know.
Yeah.
Listen, I would love to agree with you, but I do think you are in wishful thinking mode on this one.
Yeah, I might be, but I don't believe it, man. And if this is true, we will dedicate a whole episode to this, and we will go a solid 2 hours of
Yeah.
just and I will pull up I'm telling you, I can pull up over 50 to 100 comic book panels, and we will go through each one to you and tell you why we need T'Challa in the MCU. And rereading
Fucking
new,
bullshit, man.
and rereading new Avengers, bro. Like T'Challa is he's one of the greatest characters of all time.
Yeah.
Not to mention, in the comics, there's no need for Shuri, bro. He is one of the smart. He can go toe to toe with Reed Richards in knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, that's how dope T'Challa is as a character.
He does espionage. Like, you could do so many cool things with him. And also, was it Ryan Coogler that was saying that they're going to go thriller horror on the next one? That sounds stupid to me too.
Well, the way that I saw that as like, what I was viewing it from the eyes of a recasted T'Challa, and I was thinking of, like you make T'Challa super dark, and if they go and if they use that Chibi story, then that has to deal with Mephisto. That's why I thought he said that, because basically Chibi makes a deal with Mephisto, and basically like when T'Challa's away, Chibi basically invades he invades the like Wakandan government, and it just gets nuts. And I think Denzel will play that role perfectly. I really think he would. Do you know someone else who they said would play that role good? They said Arsenio Hall. He's a comedian, I think. But someone else said, no, who would play a Chibi?
Oh,
yeah, he's like a comedian. But anyways, but I think Denzel will be perfect for that role, because it's low-key similar to the role he played in Gladiator 2, that the guy who's kind of like behind the scenes making things happen. Anyways, but anyways, not recasting T'Challa is the biggest L in superhero history, or in superhero movie history, and that will be something that you will never recover from. And if you put out a Black Panther film without T'Challa, mark my words, it will flop.
Yeah,
like the Marvels. Like the Marvels. It will not. It will. I don't even think it would do 100 mil. I don't even think it would do that, bro.
Bro, that's like making a Batman movie, but having Batgirl play Batman. Like, it makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. It's stupid. And you already had your Shuri. You already had Shuri. You did it.
Yeah. And for the people that like need, their moment, like Wakanda Forever, beautiful tribute to Chadwick. You want to think about Chadwick, watch Wakanda Forever, okay? I love Chadwick too, but we need someone to play T'Challa.
Okay, Kevin Davis. Wakanda Forever made $850 million. By the way, Kevin, Wakanda Forever underperformed, because that Marvel was looking at this to do $1 billion. By the way, it did underperform, bro. Just saying.
When's the last time you watched Wakanda Forever?
Yeah, because people love saying it did 800. Let's pull up the box office from.
By the way, I just want to let everyone know Kevin is our hater. He loves to try to annoy us in the comments. So if you want to show him some love, feel free.
Black Panther 1 box office did $1.346 billion worldwide. Okay, $1.346 billion, bro.
Bro, that's another $500 million on top of 850.
Bro, that is a big drop, bro. A really big drop.
And like, the movie would have been perfect if it just had T'Challa.
100%. So, all right. Next topic in here. Now, this is actually good news for us, bro,